The almighty MAVO Edge 6K, Kinfinity's latest full-frame cinema camera, or you can look at it this way, it's the MAVO Edge 8K's little sister or little brother. I had it in my hands for a short amount of time, so here are my thoughts on this cinema camera. Equipped with a 6K full-frame CMOS imaging sensor, you can film up to 75 FPS in 6K and 150 FPS in 4K. The camera features dual native ISO 800 and 5120 and has an internal motorized full-spectrum END filter. And this was enough for me to catch my attention. You have industry-standard ports and dual SSD media slots. It is capable of recording APO ProRes 4444XQ and uncompressed RAW, or at least on paper, because the firmware version I had didn't have that option. So you have to keep that in mind while watching this video and all the examples I'm about to show you. There will be some fixes and some changes in future firmware updates. I filmed 2 short videos with the camera. One is part of an extension of the boxing photo shoot that I did a few weeks ago, and since I am kind of a dance photographer, I also filmed a short dance video. The beast weighs 3.6 pounds, 1.6 kilograms. It is compact and lightweight. I used it with the versatile CHIOPT, I don't know how to pronounce this, 28 to 85 millimeter lens, the PL mount version that has the range for the images that I wanted to create. I loved the images coming from the MAVO Edge 8K, so no surprise here, I also love straight out of camera the images coming from the MAVO Edge 6K. I enjoy the skin tones, how it handles the highlights, the low noise in the shadows and in the darks, and the dynamic range. They claim that it has 14 stops of dynamic range, but so far the tests that I've seen show that it has a little less. The ProRes recording codec is perfect for me, and it's nice to know that in a future firmware update we will have uncompressed RAW on this camera. Finally, I filmed the majority of my sequences in ProRes 4444XQ, which gives me a 12-bit image, tons of room for color grading. I really like the overall design, the button layouts, the way it feels, everything is well thought out. And again, having an internal END is really a plus. Multi-channel audio tracks are available, 2 full XLR connections on top of the MAVO Edge 6K. And this time, I used the Kinebat batteries instead of my own V-mounts. Several mounts are available. I would personally go for the PL mount, but you have plenty to choose from. Passive E, EF, LPL, it's up to you. Now, what about the Extreme CHIOPT 2885mm? It's a full-frame zoom cinema lens that, with the short experience I had with it, delivers good performances overall. It loses a little bit of sharpness, wide open, but starting at t5.6, you get better results. It has a smooth 288 degrees focus stroke for manual precise follow focus. I use it with the small wireless follow focus by PD Movie, and it performed flawlessly. It has a t3.2 constant aperture. It is of course parfocal, and breathing is almost unnoticeable. One of the few things that I didn't like about this lens is how it handles flaring. It sometimes feels a little bit too much, a little bit uncontrolled. It can be a desired effect, but not for me. But that's just me. One other thing I didn't like about this lens is the weight. At around 2.7 kilos, 5.95 pounds, it's a heavy lens. It's heavier than the camera itself, the MAVO Edge 6K. Now, when you add different accessories like a monitor, an EVF, a video transmitter, a follow focus, a V-mount battery, and so on, the thing becomes less compact, heavier, and ultimately will require a camera crew. Now, don't get me wrong, you can of course operate this camera, the MAVO Edge 6K, alone. I would get rid of all the unnecessary accessories, and of course I would prefer using a prime lens instead of this zoom lens. Now, who is this for? Would I choose the 6K version over the 8K, and why? If you shoot a lot of commercials, short films, narrative films, documentary films, if you have a foot in the industry, then yes, this can be a great tool for you. This can be a great investment. I'm going to repeat myself. Given the price of the camera, Sincrely should propose this camera to more rental houses. This will allow more people to see it, to test it, and help the brand further down the road. I know a lot of people will most certainly choose an established and known brand for their project, as it will be a safer choice. So if this camera managed to be a little bit more available, the situation for them might change. If you are a content creator and all of your stuff ends up online, on YouTube, then you already know the answer. This camera is not made for you. If you do corporate videos, of course you can make corporate videos with a cinema camera, but wouldn't make any sense. I've seen a lot of people complain about this camera online, reviewers, YouTubers, saying that this camera is not made for them. Of course it's not made for you. You're not going to vlog with a cinema camera. You're not going to make your review videos on YouTube with a cinema camera. I would personally choose the 6K version over the 8K for two reasons. One would be the price, obviously, and two, I do not need 8K. I would shoot everything in 6 and deliver in 4K and have a little bit of extra room just in case. I am currently in a place where the volume of work that I do that requires this type of camera is too low, making this a bad investment for me now. This is why I complain a lot about the difficulty of renting this camera anywhere in the southwest of France right now. Who knows, things may change for me in the near future and I may reconsider investing. Until then, I really hope that more amazing tools will come out and will be available for us filmmakers. Things move so fast, so quickly these days, so I don't think it will be a long wait. That is it for this one. I would like to thank Sincrely for giving me the opportunity to test the MAVO Edge 6K. Please go visit their website if you wish to learn more about their products. Whew. Please stay hydrated under the sun, take care, and until next time, please have a good one.